Shalom. Only will praise on the glory to Jehovah, Shema Shabbat, Shema Kakadash. And the balance of the elders and apostles of great most one to you, and peace, blessings. Your peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, man. And this might be a quick lesson. It might be. I ain't sure yet. Ezekiel 38. And it says, and the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. But even then, like it says, man, it's not talking about the Japhites. It's talking about the ones that are in the land. Who are those Edomites? Being those Russians, man. And even then, there's Jake's over there in Russia as well. And it says, and say, thus says the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And again, like I said, this is talking about those Russians. Because it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And literally, when you put a hook into something, you literally get dragged where the hook is going. So you're getting drawn back. And that's exactly what's going to happen to these Russians, man. And it says, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And even then, when you think about it, you look at these swords as being those weapons, man. That hop into them tanks, the flying in those aircrafts. And even then, they got those guns, man. And even then, when you go into this, like it says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. And if you actually look at these nations here, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, they're joined with Russia. They're literally joined with Russia. And it says all of them with shield and helmet. And Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, going to Turkey, man. And all his bands, and many people with thee. So yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of people. It's gonna be a great army. And it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. And as you can see, Russia is literally helping those nations that I made mention of there, man. Especially Persia or what's it called, Iran. It's like it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company, and company going into friends and allies that assemble unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Russia is going to be a guard to those nations, man. And it says, after many days thou shalt be visited, and in latter years shalt thou come into the land that is brought back on the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always wasted, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. And even then, carry on, verse 9, Like it says, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Which again, this is talking about. It's talking about them bands being the army, man. Or should I say their armies. Thou should be like a cloud to cover the land. It should let you know there's going to be a multitude of them. Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. So at this point, this is going to happen, man. We're going to see Russia with a whole bunch of different nations, man, rising up against America. And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Abashai. It shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, being into their hearts, man. And then thou shalt think an evil thought. And yeah. What was it again on the Lord's hand? I think it's in the book of Proverbs, if I'm not mistaken. What's going on the Lord's hand is that's cool, man. The Lord's hand. No, I'm about to just try and find it, bro. I'm not in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs. No, I'm just gonna have to find it, bro. Oh, here it is. Proverbs 21, number 1. It says, the king's heart be in his mind. Gone is that word in the Hebrew, which is lab, is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Hawashah. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So that just shows you, man. The Lord's in control of all this, man. The Lord's in control. And let's find out what that evil thought is. Where's the book of Isaiah? Book of Isaiah. 13 and 17. Actually, let me start. Yeah, 17. Just behold, I will stout the Medes against them, going into the modern day Russians, which shall not regard silver, and for gold they shall not delight in it. And yeah, man, the briberies, the things they're going to offer, it's not going to be acceptable. He said their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, being their armies, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, being pregnant women. The eyes shall not spare children. And if you also tell a normal person this, you don't listen to prophecies. They'll get mad at that. How is Putin going to? It should come against the pregnant women and the children. And it says, "I'm Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. The beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah," which we know he did that with. You know he did that with fire and brimstone, bro. But this time he's gonna do it with fire, and brimstone, and smoke. And you're gonna see them big ass mushroom clouds coming. And like it says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation. So yeah, those Edomites think they're gonna live upon Babylon forever, or in the daughter of Babylon forever. Meanwhile, their kingdom's falling, man, and they're not going to be there anymore. Why? Because of the dust and smell of smoke with the mushroom clouds, man. I said, neither shall the Arabia pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. And those Arabians that open up their little businesses over there in America and start getting all this money, and then go back to their country and convert the money into their currency, and they become millionaires or even billionaires, bro. All that's coming to an end. And it says, "But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." Going into them what's it called? I forgot what the satyrs are. No, let's carry on. It says, "And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces." And even then, when you look at the word dragon here, it goes into like a lizard creature, man. Something that lives in the desert. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Which, like I said, this ain't no long lesson. It's a short thing. But yeah, let me give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem HaShai, Shem HaKadosh, and Shalom, man.